Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Did you know that the Trump administration is threatening Harvard with the loss of its accreditation? That's right. In a move that feels straight out of a dystopian novel, the Department of Education has accused the Ivy League institution of violating federal anti-discrimination laws. This is honestly crazy, but not entirely surprising, given the administration's history of targeting higher education. Let's dive into the details. The Department of Health and Human Services recently claimed that Harvard acted with deliberate indifference to harassment faced by Jewish and Israeli students after the October 7th attack. This accusation is part of a broader pattern where the Trump administration seems to be using its power to intimidate educational institutions, especially those that don't align with its agenda. Ever notice how this administration consistently singles out elite universities, painting them as the enemy of the people? It's a tactic designed to rally support from those who feel left behind. But at what cost? What if I told you that this isn't just about Harvard? It's about a larger narrative that seeks to control who gets to be educated and what ideas are allowed to flourish in our institutions. The administration has also subpoenaed Harvard for information on its foreign students, claiming that if the university won't protect its students, they will step in. This is particularly absurd when you consider that education should be a sanctuary for diverse ideas and backgrounds, not a battleground for political power plays. Let's look at the implications of this situation. Harvard has stated it will continue to comply with accreditation standards and has pushed back against the government's findings. However, the pressure is palpable, with many international students contemplating transferring out due to fears over their status. This creates an environment of uncertainty, which is not conducive to learning or growth. It's a classic case of using fear as a weapon against institutions that should be places of enlightenment. Zooming out, we see a troubling trend: the government's encroachment into the autonomy of educational institutions. The upcoming hearing on July 21st regarding the administration's threats to Harvard's federal funding will be a pivotal moment. It raises the question, how far is too far when it comes to government intervention in education? In a world where knowledge is power, it's essential to stand up against these tactics that aim to undermine academic freedom. The absurdity of the situation calls for a collective response. Let's engage in these discussions and push back against unfair practices. Together, we can navigate these challenges and ensure that education remains a right, not a privilege dictated by political whims. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.